Historical Women of Letters, specializing in one-woman performances composed from the letters, diaries, and journals of some of the most intriguing authors, artists, and political women of the past. With their own voices, they speak to you of their joys.
I remember the day when my own darling child, Pride and Prejudice, arrived at Chawton Cottage. It was a Wednesday. One copy sent down from Henry in London by way of Faulkner's coach. I remember cutting the page and reading for the first time Pride and Prejudice, a novel in 3 volumes by the author of Sense and Sensibility. Miss Ben dined with us on the very day of the book's coming, and that evening we sat fairly at it, read half the first volume to her. She was amused, poor soul. That she could not help with 2 such people as my mother and myself to lead the way. But she really did seem to admire my Elizabeth.
They share their sorrows.
Time has borne such changes on its wing. Why, Teddy will be 12 now. He has outlived his elder brother, our beloved Willie, a being too precious for this earth. It hurts even now to speak his name.
And they recount their adventures.
Men. Till noon, I would trot through my ward, handing out rations, cutting up food for helpless boys, washing faces, teaching my attendants how beds are made and floors swept, dressing wounds, taking orders from Dr. Fitzpatrick, wishing quietly all the while that he would be more gentle with my big babies, dusting tables, sewing bandages, keeping my tray tidy, rushing up and down for pillows, bed linen, sponges, books, and instructions until it seemed that I would joyfully lay down all that I possess for 15 minutes rest.
They reveal how they worked.
I began the tale of Mrs. Tiggy Winkle in 1886, but I was just able to do it in 1905. Now, the real Mrs. Tiggy was a dear. I got her and her brother, Pricklepin, when they were just tiny little things. I let the little boy hedgehog run away in the autumn, but Miss Tig lived in the house with us for a long time. As a model, Mrs. Tiggy was comical. So long as she could go to sleep on my knee, she was delighted. But if she was propped up on end for half an hour, she'd begin to yawn pathetically, and then she would bite. Nevertheless, she was a dear person. She used to sleep for 4 days at a time, and when I would touch her, she would curl up even tighter. The hedgehog drawings came out quite comical. I had dressed up a little cotton wool dummy figure for the convenience of drawing the clothes. It was quite a little figure of fun. It terrified my rabbit, and Hunker Munker was always at pulling out all the stuffing. I wish I'd drawn the child better.
And how they lived.
We live heart to heart all day long, and every day the same. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight for the ends of being and ideal grace. I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need, by sun and candlelight.
Please visit my website, www.historicalwomenofletters.com, to see all the historical women I offer. Like my Facebook page, Talk Like Jane Austen Day, to see upcoming events, or contact me via email or messaging to discuss available dates, 30-minute 101 presentations for book clubs, or commissioned works, and booking opportunities in October for the premiere of my new historical woman, Mary Shelley.
I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Historical Women of Letters.